Hello friends, my name's Solomon and I'm recording this introduction to my website, recordingmoney.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can find a link in the description. So I wanted to just cover a couple of things which I think could be useful pointers to you in this non-path to self-realization. My own self-realization is actually quite a recent thing. 30 years of trying all sorts of modalities, having some quite extreme experiences, breakthroughs, insights, descents into despair, the whole gamut. But when, about 3 to 4 months ago now, I finally woke up, I knew that this was different. It's quite hard to even speak about it because everything I say is sort of in the paradigm of words, and this is a knowing. What gives me a right? How dare I start to offer my services to other people? Why do I think I know anything? Because I've chosen. I've realized that it's the whole experience of my life is completely within my choice. I can choose exactly who I want to be. In fact, we are, in every moment, choosing the reality. And you don't have to wait. Manifestation is automatic. Just some people are good at it, or good at manifesting what they truly want, or become skilled, and other people, the majority of humanity, including myself until very recently, is almost exclusively mired in the idea that life is happening to them and not for them. But that's simply not true. Anyway, I wanted to offer a couple of things that I think were pivotal in my shift. And that was when I suddenly became obvious, I suddenly realized, like a light went on, that I'm safe. What I am, underneath this personality, what I truly am, is stainless awareness itself that cannot be touched. It's going to be very easy to say this as a kind of affirmation to oneself. But, I don't know, the magic of life, at a certain point you see it to be true, not just a saying that you inherited or took on from a spiritual teacher. It becomes a living reality. And with that, you start to lose the fear. And before that, almost everything in my life was based around fear. Fear of being disapproved of, fear of not getting what I want, fear of not being safe from attack, fear of being in delusion, fear of being a narcissist, it's all the same, really, fear. Fear is an illusion, but we put ourselves under a complete spell. And then we try and get out of the spell using the same mechanism, the mind, that got us into the pickle in the first place. So, with the realization of what I truly am came the beginnings of fearlessness. I'm not saying I'm all the way there, but you just, even if you realize it 1%, it's enough. And then life is about the deepening of that knowing. And with that comes the realization that, hell, holy moly, life isn't what I thought it was. I already had that with ayahuasca. I had a deep realization, not a self-realization, but a realization about 7 years ago that life was just not what I thought it was. But this self-realization of what you are is much simpler. Simplicity itself. And the second thing which perhaps helped a lot was another thing which you could take from any spiritual teacher or even personal development mentor or whatever, which would be, don't believe your thoughts. Yeah, I won't believe my thoughts. But then again, it's kind of the difference between taking hook, line and sinker what you're told by someone else and actually seeing it in yourself. And just a moment when I was thinking something. And let's keep it really simple. It doesn't have to be about questioning all your beliefs, though of course that's the logical development of this in order to free yourself. But I heard a noise outside one night and I thought, someone's breaking into my car. And then I have, what choices do I have? I go and look out the window and check that someone's not doing that. I tell myself, don't be silly. Or I just observe it. Like, hold on a minute. All this mental noise, this worry is starting to surface in my mind, and it's an invention. I have absolutely no way of knowing what's going on, and just let it go, let the mind go. And this can be applied to much bigger things. But even in this one really silly, easy example, which maybe many of you have already experienced, in meditation or just in normal life, it's like, hold on a minute. This mind that I take to be me, just talking rubbish most of the time. And so just a little chink of light into, okay, if that thought's not actually true, or it's as true as I choose it to be, or it's as true as the energy that I give it, what now if I can just start to be aware of my thoughts and see how much of my day I spend limiting myself, putting myself down, judging myself. And it's not like you have to come up with positive thinking to overcome it, which again would be before you see what you truly are, this would be the fear reaction, correction. It's just you don't believe it. Or you at least allow it to just be in the ether, okay? Don't attach to it. And just watch as all your self-belief, all your limitation starts to drop away. And then with that, then you become very empowered. It's like, if I can choose what I believe, how do I want to live? Can I choose that as well? And you are choosing that in every moment. So it's a choice of whether you want to choose the life you want or you want to carry on with the same programs. And you get infinite chances, because the next moment's the next moment. There's only ever here and now. So now I'm inviting people with my work to move beyond victim consciousness. The fear that says, I can't. And to really examine, is it really I can't? Or is it I don't want to? And if it's I don't want to, who's saying it? It's the mind. Because the heart doesn't have an I don't want to. It only has an I want. It's only the positive polarity of love. So you don't even really have to choose what you do and what you don't do. You simply listen to what your heart's telling you to do. Follow your highest excitement, if you like. And then test it in the field, test it in the world. Do I really want this? Am I willing to give myself that gift? What gift are you willing to give yourself today? We're taught in the spiritual world to be selfless. And this is one of the most, if taken the wrong way, which it mostly is one of the most insidious forms of mind control, soul control that exists. because you are everything. So why not give yourself a gift today? What can I give myself today? So whatever you give yourself, you give back to your true self, that you clothe your true self in. This then becomes your reality. Get beyond the fear that if you treat yourself, you'll be punished, that it's all reward and punishment. No, it's all reward. If you choose it, it's all reward. I made an investment which was extremely pivotal in my own shift to invest a huge amount of money in the last few months in some mentoring. I intuitively felt this can help me a great deal. This can shatter my paradigm. And I gave myself the gift, and I found within that mentoring, my mentor was fantastic, but the moment I gave myself that gift, that I trusted in myself, that I valued myself, the work was already done. And the shifts since that started, my life is completely different. Looks the same in a lot of ways, but my self-talk, my concept of myself, my awareness of who I truly am, this has changed everything. But it's what was always there, and it's what's the birthright of every single being in this world. So what I offer in my services is to share my frequency with people who are ready to wake up, who are done with victim consciousness, who feel intuitively that they're done with that, done with their shadow work, done with their healing journey, done with putting the fate of their reality, it's not really fate, but their reality in the hands of some outside object or power. Bring it all back into yourself and live from the inside out and make your life the most amazing thing, most amazing experience. Be everything you ever wished you could be. And be it now, in the feeling in yourself. And then it will outpicture itself in the world. And even if it doesn't outpicture itself in your reality, it doesn't matter, because you are it. We've all just been under this collective and apparent individual delusion all of our lives for eons, generations and civilizations and centuries, and it's all coming to an end now. So if what I'm saying resonates with you and you'd like to join me in my work, it'd be great to connect. You can find details of how to contact me on the website. Lots of love. Have a great day or night, wherever you are. Ciao.